Hello, John Dilworth here, and we're going to continue. I hope you could see this. Me too. But we'll try. I haven't got the best ideal situation up yet to do this type of thing, and I'm curious if my head is going to be in the way. But I'm cleaning up a commission. Not a commission. Well, it's a premium actually for a donation to Howl If You Love Me by a fan. And I love that. And I'm not certain what's going on here. It's difficult to see. I do a red line. Well, I do a rough, of course. Here's my rough. Let me turn this off so you can see it a little bit. And there it is. I did this rough, I think, a couple of videos ago. And from all of this, I'll just clean it up. It's very practical, very easy. And for me, I enjoy it. It transports me. I could enter other worlds. The worlds of my imagination. And now I want to put in an eyebrow that I had omitted. And I want to make sure that eyebrow reads really well. So that's tough luck for me that I didn't think about that when composing the drawing originally, because I've already put in some lines that make it difficult to adjust. And of course we don't want to erase anything. We don't have to erase anything at this stage in our abilities. If we have abilities, we don't like to erase. But what we like to do is take Rodney's dirty, filthy, gray Huda Huda eraser, and what we do is just soften lines that are, we could improve. Make a little softer. Right. So I'm getting a lot of traffic on this. Ooh, sun coming out. I'm gonna have to block this a little bit so I could see. Right. So I'm getting a lot of traffic on this latest Warner Brothers product, and I really have nothing to say. The thing is that it doesn't have anything to do with me. It's their product. It's their property now. They could make it glorious, or they could homogenize it so that it fits their ideology of whatever that is. And all you have to do is look at the product that they're putting out and determine for yourself what it is they're pitching. Now, I'm not going to get involved in interrupting the machinations of big industry and the executives that have to follow their instructions so they can keep their big salaries, and any personal thoughts that they may have regarding creators or properties or what to do with them. But I did not see the product. I was sent a link. I scrolled through it. I saw some very offensive things. I cannot comment on it. I don't want to comment on it. And so that's that. Enjoy it if you want to enjoy it. But it's not something I created. It doesn't come from my will, my sense of morality. It doesn't come from my mind and the collaboration of the minds of those that I've selected to develop, like David Cohen and William Holhauser and others. That's a different kind of alchemy. And I was very, very grateful. I am super grateful for us all that we had that moment. And we have to thank Mike Lazo and those titans of Cartoon Network at the time that let us do that cartoon the way we wanted to, the way we did. So there's nothing but gratitude. What happens now is, well, like I said, nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. We're on to other things. How. And how is my, yeah. We talked earlier about living, how can one live without fear and hope? How can one live without those qualities? I'm still trying to put my head around it. Now, fear and hope. Let's just say we're going to continue delving into this abstract belief. And maybe we could weave together something that could help us in our own pursuits. Because why not? We've got nothing to do except do this little drawing. And when animators were working together in one space, this is the kind of stuff that would be going on. Oh my goodness, I remember sitting with the animator, director, designer Lee Corey, and I have no idea what we would talk about. We just sit and draw, and when your mind is like this, I think it becomes elastic. Because there's some mechanism at play between this going up into the brain and neutralizes animosities, phobia, the concerns, the micro concerns of the precious us. And we are in the service of this art, this creation. And this creation, you could say, even is like a child that cannot exist without our guidance, and our negligence to care for it has consequences. In the case of a drawing, it would be a shitty drawing. And you could tell if a drawing or a product or an effort lacks the substance of soul. It's just something you do to get it done and put it on the market, and then you let your machine run, creating the illusion of substance and value, and that's all very well known and studied for well over 100 years. And you could study the work of Freud's nephew. His name was Bernays, and he had learned quite a lot from his uncle, and I guess he's called the pioneer of perception programming. How to get people to believe a thing by appealing to the alchemy of their senses. This subconscious. And you could do that. And this is masterful stuff, right? If you are in control of it. And that's another thing. You know, a very good book to read is Aldous Huxley's Brave New World Revisited. And in that text, he has a great chapter on this, what we're talking about, which is subliminal programming and coercion of thought and belief. Uh-oh, I have made a boo-boo. Now, how do we fix it? Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Rodney's filthy little eraser, which I love. Wash your hands after you play with it. I'm going to take off the top graphic. Then I'm going to get this little thing, And then I'm just going to work it a little bit so as not to smudge. We don't want smudging. And I created a tangent line wholly unintentionally. However, we are conscious enough to realize it, and we will make our adjustments. So I brought this out a little bit wider. This little, I don't know what these ganglions are called, of the eye, and nor do I really care, to tell you the truth, because in my world, the weirder, the creepier, but benign, this is quite benign. I mean, its potency is related to just stupidity. And there we go. All right, so I feel better about that. And then now I just noticed something. I created unintentionally through the state that I'm in, a trance, you could say, little pupils inside the empty sockets. Look at how I just noticed that. Maybe many of you had already seen that and thought, oh, Dilworth is a super genius. Look what he's doing. But no, that was an accident. So, yeah, what were we on about? Right. We're talking about how to live without fear and hope, right? Isn't that what we were on about? Fear and hope. And to me, it just sounds like so defeating. You know, it comes from Hinduism, these, oh my God, what an ancient belief. You say religion, really, really old stuff. And for me, it just has an element of not being engaged in the world. Okay, so you arrive, you're here, and now what, right? Now we're not to experience the amazing vicissitudes of being human with all our feelings and complex emotions. And I don't really prescribe to this. I want, well, I can tell you, last night I heard it strange, very late at night, I go to the loo, and I hear this strange sound. I don't know what it is, but I get goosebumps. And I'm 6'3", and I'm not sure what it is. I can't see what it is, but I've got the devil in me, man. I am full of the heebie-jeebies. And I thought it was pretty exciting because it's like, I don't know what it is. I'm not even sure it's anything. And there's the perceptions again. What's going on? And I couldn't move in. I felt like a housefrau, you know, with a mouse somewhere in the kitchen. And I want to stand on the chair. And for me, if you don't see the delight in an experience like that, well, what can we say about this? Nothing. You missed it. Well, there's something about that, living consciously. I don't know what that is, but just being aware of how we're feeling, how we're reacting. Right now I'm quite excited because I love being able to talk about my ideas while I'm creating art. And I don't want to be distracted too much so I can concentrate. But it is distraction. It is distracting to be among us, to be among people, to share ideas with people, to share energy, That's what being together is. We all have energy. I know you may not understand that, but you can experience quite easily by going out into the street, walking among your fellow taxpayers, even hanging out, just talking to randoms, and allow yourself to feel whatever is coming at you. And that is the energy that human beings produce. We have our own strange energy. I don't know anything about it. I haven't studied it. Right now I'm reading Jean Piaget. Earthquake! Who is into the study of the judgment and morality of children. And you can't believe the wonders that are being mined there. where we get our ideas, where we inherit our ideas of punishment. And there are quite a number of notions of punishment. But this is not a video for the discussion of punishment. However, if you look at the context of today, what would you say the notion of punishment is for those who are not complying? So it gets into a heady kind of topic, and animation, well, art. Art, no, well, what have we learned about art? It's duty. They claim it's a duty to reflect our times, And I would like to do that absolutely with HOWL, if we should ever progress and develop HOWL into something larger than a short. That would be a pretty good forum, but not for kiddies. Although you kiddies are never excluded from the world of Dilworth. And I consider myself a kiddie, a 10-year-old, hidden deep within this lumbering, lanky form resides the 10-year-old that loves, well, to laugh, I guess, at stupid things like these teeth. And who knows, I can't tell you where these teeth come from. I don't know where they come from. I really don't. I'll have to go and explore that. But I've always been attracted to the asymmetrical, the off, the something's wrong here. And try to put that in my art. Oopsies! I'm very sorry. Oh no! What's happened? Let's get this back. Okay, so I don't know how much we've lost, but we could have lost quite a lot. And not to worry, because there's always some more. Okay, so what time is it? Okay, I'm going to have to wrap this up. Well, we'll wrap it up here. I want to thank you all for just hanging out with me while I draw and chat, and I hope I wasn't too upsetting. A lot of my ideas are, but not to worry. They're with love, beauty, and compassion. These are the three qualities that I believe in and that I strive every day to manifest. That's another interesting trending word now today, manifesting. Manifest love then. Until next time, stay animated.